So hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hey girl, my name is Lucy. I always say to stay subscribed because we have a good time on this channel. Today's topic is very dear to my heart. We're going to talk about glow up, the glow up aesthetic, the glow up trend, the glow up pressure. Now without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Now let me start by saying this. Glow up has always been around, because I remember growing up in my teenage years, I watched a lot of high school movies where the storyline is usually you have the not so flattering girl, you have the popular girl, the popular boy. It's usually the high school type story. You know where I'm going with this, where the not so flattering ugly girl, you know, with glasses, with braces, she obviously is getting bullied, she goes through school hating herself, and then one day she decides to stand on business. They didn't call it stand on business then, but I'm calling it stand on business. She decided to stand on business, you know, get a complete makeover. Actually, glow up is what we used to call makeover back in the day. It was so harmless, it was so beautiful, it was so natural, which is what glow up is supposed to be. But let's continue. So she would have a whole glow up, a total harmless, beautiful, cute transformation where it's usually just she straightens her hair, she replaces her glasses with contact lenses, she removes her braces, she adds some color into her wardrobe, the pinks, the greens, the neons, all of it, you know, and then she gets her confidence back up. She eventually gets the boy, the popular boy, and then obviously she becomes a challenge for the popular girl. You know this story. If you are a back in the day Disney Nickelodeon kid, when it was actually Disney and Nickelodeon Cartoon Network, it was actually that, not what they're serving these kids nowadays. And this is a typical storyline. It's you have a girl who has this beauty that she doesn't know how to embrace. She doesn't know how to flaunt. Her confidence is really low. She gets a complete transformation, but the transformation is usually light, harmless, natural, healthy transformation, makeover, and she becomes the it girl. If we move into what it is right now, starting from like 10 years ago, it is completely different. What glow up means in 2024 is for you to completely, unrecognizably transform yourself into societal standards of beauty. With all this that girl, it girl, body, bad bitch, people are moving mad. Crazy work being done on a child to look unrecognizably different. Glow up now has taken a whole different turn with plastic surgeries, with fillers, with Botox, which by the way, I don't have a problem with. You'd see a child with Botox. And I don't know what you are Botoxing, but you should not be Botoxing at that age. Botox are treatment for girls and men and people in general from their late 20s. Honestly, sometimes it's from even mid 30s, depending on how your body is, depending on your gene. You don't need it until you actually need it for treatment purposes, and that's where people miss the mark. There are a lot of girls out there that if they put their pictures side by side from when they're 20, now they're 26 or even 25, there's a huge difference, like a whole different human being. One big thing that I want to talk about in this video is this age battle that we've been having on the internet. And honestly, even me, I have the same age battle because I keep asking myself, why does a 17-year-old look like a 40-year-old? A lot of people have questions like, why? What are they feeding these kids? Like what are Gen Zs eating that they don't look their age? When I was 20, I damn sure looked like a 20-year-old. But a 20-year-old, what am I even saying? 20-year-old is looking like 50. A 17-year-old is looking like somebody in her mid-30s. There's this girl that I feel like it was a few months ago that she went viral for her birthday shoot. I'll have the pictures and TikToks and everything on screen so you know who I'm talking about. I think her name is Tatiana. This girl is 17. So the girl you see on screen right now is 17. It's not just her. She's the one that went viral for different reasons. Obviously, the shoot is definitely provocating. It is very, very flirty. It is definitely for someone not her age. She dated someone who is in his late 20s and she's 17. The mess, the absolute mess. So that's the reason why hers is, you know, like a prime example for everybody else. But trust me, even a regular girl that is not in the public eye, that is 18, is looking 36. People are asking questions on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram. What's going on? What is going on is the pressure to glow up, to look like a baddie, to be a baddie. That is the reason why these people are looking older than their age. When you indulge in adult activities at a very, very young age, you look like the adult. I don't know why people are asking questions like why? You have a lot of kids doing adult things, giving birth to kids themselves. Why do you think they're not going to look older than their age? And why are they doing it? They are doing it because society has said that this is how a beautiful girl should look. They want to look like that beautiful girl that society has said is a beautiful girl. Pressure all around. Another reason why I personally feel like kids are so eager to grow up these days is because of our loveless society, our transactional relationships, transactional love. And you're asking me, how, Lucy? How? Let me tell you how. So when you have people that are okay with baby mama culture, and the baby mama culture is centered around money, they're having kids just because they want to get money, they want to have child support. They see kids as properties, assets. So they don't treat kids like kids anymore. Those kids see it. They see it. They don't like it. All they want to do is grow up and be able to step out of that situation and live their lives on their own terms. Now, these kids are in the middle of two transactions. So the reason why they are here is because they're the binding force for money being passed over left to right. There is no love. There is no care. There is no allowance to be kids. There is nothing being taught to these kids. There is no love being shown to these kids. All they want to do is be either exactly like the people that are throwing and bouncing numbers over their heads, or just step out of that, grow up and do what they actually want to do outside those people that are bouncing money up and down. So there are a lot of factors that go into why kids are looking the way they are looking right now and doing the things that they're doing. Parenting is one of them. You need to think about it. Like, parenting is so terrible that I have seen videos on the internet which people clap to, cheer on, where parents will sit and record their kids rapping and singing to adult, explicit type, sexual type music, and it's okay. How is that okay? I have seen kids rap to this Sexy Red song. Like, this was a whole thing a few weeks ago where they had a couple kids. You know what? I don't even talk about it because honestly, I was so pissed when I watched those videos. Make that get that cushion breathe. Yeah, you know that song? Right, yeah. There are a lot of kids online singing the song. I don't even know the lyrics. I know it's a very, you know, spicy song, and I actually do love Sexy Red, right? I know the lyrics are actually a little bit for me, so when I'm even singing the song, I kind of blur out some parts in my head. But you have kids, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 11, 10, 13, 15, singing the lyrics word for word with passion, compassion. You know they believe it. You know that's what they like. You know that's what they are, you know, putting in their system. They're feeding them with it. They believe that that's what they're supposed to be doing. And then you're asking me, why is a 13-year-old pregnant? How can a 15-year-old be living with their boyfriend and then they also have a kid on the way and they're so happy, glamorizing it on social media? It's because our parenting is bad in 2024. Millennials plus Gen Z, all of us together, we need Jesus. We need deliverance. This pressure to look like you have it together, look like you're an effortless luxury babe. There is no hard work on these streets. So how it looks on social media right now is they give birth to you March 13th, 1999. You actually suckle on your mom's boobs for like a few weeks, and then you become a baddie with a Bentley, with a high-rise apartment. You have a rich baby daddy. I was gonna say husband, but that's not a thing. So baby daddy, and then you can afford all these designers. You are on Instagram flaunting. This is the timeline. There is no in between. I am so grateful for my time, also how I was raised, because I definitely grew into things. The way I am right now, it's not even how I was last year. I took my time with things. I took my time with getting my first designer item, with my first kiss. A couple of days ago, I found my journal from high school. I have the date of my first kiss written down, first everything written down. I documented my process, and I love my life. I love my life the way I grew, because I grew definitely from the ground up. I got the experience of being a 10-year-old, a 16-year-old, an 18-year-old. A lot of kids don't have that right now, and I'm so grateful to have that. Major psychological issue that a lot of us have in 2024 is lack of confidence and self-esteem, because if you believe in yourself, if you are strong in your features, you are happy with who you are, a lot of things will not faze you. How people say you should look will definitely sound stupid to you. But people come up and say these different things of how, oh, this is what is trending. This is what people like. This is how you should look. Next thing, everybody's jumping on that train. Everybody wants to look like that picture. There was a time, which I've spoken about this a million times, where Lori Harvey was an aesthetic. Like, her as a human being was an aesthetic. Everyone was striving to be like Lori Harvey, to have the body, to have the face. To be honest, where all of this even started from was like the Kardashians, like the Jenners, Kylie, Kim. Everyone wanted to be like those girls. They did everything to be like them, from the lips with the Kylie entire thing to the Kim K body to the this. too much. Too much, too much, too much. I'm gonna say this again. Glowing up is not the problem. The term glow up is not the problem. It's how you glow up. It's why you're glowing up. So there are a couple questions that I want you to ask yourself when you think about, oh my God, I need a transformation. Glowing up is good. Glowing up is obviously tapping into your highest self. You know, taking care of yourself a little bit more. Doing the extra. If you were not washing your hair before, you wash your hair now. If you were not putting on makeup before, you say, okay, now I want to start putting on makeup. I want to start enhancing my natural God-given features. I've had different eras in my life. I've also transformed a lot from who I was from my teenage years up until this point, and rightfully so, because being a teen and being 30, they're two completely different things. I can't look the same way that I looked when I was 19. Now, there's some questions you need to ask yourself when you think about glow up, like why you want to glow up. The first question I want you to ask yourself is, what is your mental diet? Up until the point that you decided to go on a glow up journey, what are you consuming? What were you consuming? What do you see on a daily? What is triggering this glow up journey? That's what I want you to sit and think about, because a lot of us, the reason why we want to glow up is because we want to look like the next person. We want to look like a baddie. We want to be a baddie. Besides, what's even a baddie? What is even a baddie? Because baddie to me is completely different from what society say baddie is. Baddie in society, you all know what it is. Baddie to me is an independent woman that also knows how to be soft. An independent woman that has her life together, but also taps back and forth into feminine and masculine energy on a balanced diet. You are well established on your own as a woman. You have your life together. You are figuring life also as you go. But that is your main aim. Self-improvement, self-development. You have your body, your head, your mind, your soul right. That is a baddie to me. I don't know what you guys call baddie on this, you know, Beyonce's internet, but a baddie to me has the right head on her shoulders. She speaks well. She looks good. When I say she looks good, she doesn't have an ass the size of a village. She looks good. She's clean. She smells good. She has her degree in her bag, her vocabulary. She knows her values. She knows her boundaries. Those baddies that you people are calling baddies, I don't necessarily agree. In fact, I don't agree, point blank period. What is your mental diet? This picture that you are trying to get to, that you have decided to start working on, is that really what you want? Is that really what will make you comfortable? Or is that what society has fed you through the things that you're consuming, that's what you should want? I want you to sit and ask yourself that question before you start your glow up journey, because it could be that you don't even need a glow up. Now, the second question I want you to ask yourself is, what are your priorities? Is it that, oh, you want to be pretty and attractive to men, which is one of the major reasons why people glow up? The generally accepted glow up, or the reason why people turn themselves into baddies and bad bitches, is because of the male gaze. Is because they want the, you know, successful men, and successful men like a certain look of women or a certain aesthetic of women. So they want to be that look, they want to be that aesthetic so that they can attract those men, which is a terrible idea. It's a thought that I cannot even process, that you would change yourself completely just because you want to attract men. That same gender that is so confused, their mind flips and changes every 5 seconds, is the same reason why you would transform yourself, do permanent things, have permanent procedures for. That is just insane. That is crazy work. That is mad work. Why do you want to be pretty? Even if that's a thing, even that's a priority of yours, you think you're not pretty, which I believe that every woman on earth is pretty. You are pretty in your own way. Every woman is attractive. But why do you want more? Is what you should be asking yourself. Like, why do you want to look like this picture? And I better hope and pray that the picture that you are putting in front of you isn't the picture of someone that looks stupidly unrealistic. Every time I say paint a picture of the woman that you're trying to be, it should either be yourself, but then yourself in a different form, in a higher form, or someone else that you know has a realistic look, living life in a realistic form, not someone who looks like they were carved and molded by another human being. I hope your picture has the right meaning. I realized that I wasn't really saying this in my glow up videos. The picture you should be looking at, the picture you should have as an inspiration for your glow up, should never be unrealistic. Somebody with 14 plastic surgeries, why would you want to look like that? You need to ask yourself what your priorities are. What is your why? What is your trigger? Another most important aspect of glow up pressure is comparison. You compare yourself to other people and think, oh, the reason why they're successful, which honestly, success is very subjective. What you call success might not be the same thing for me. What your definition of success is pretty much what you're seeing in the next person, and begin to compare yourself, right? I need you to have this in mind when you start to do that. People only show you their highlight reel. So even the way you look at people, especially on this internet, pictures, the videos, don't forget that there are apps, mind-blowing apps that can make somebody look completely different from how they truly are in real life. I want you to never forget that. Never, ever, ever compare yourself to the next person. I know this is easier said than done, and I know that I've spoken about this a lot of times when I've spoken about confidence, self-esteem on this channel, but I need to keep sounding this for people that needs to hear it. Do not compare yourself with anybody, because everybody will show you their highlight reel. It is not it is not realistic. Now, to wrap this video up, just hear me. It is completely okay to glow up. It is completely okay to want a prettier, better, advanced version of yourself. It is part of your growth journey. It is part of self-improvement. I need you to understand this as a young person watching me. You need to give yourself grace. And when I say give yourself grace, most of the time it's usually grace to live life. Now, you need to give your body grace. You need to give your physical appearance grace. You need to give yourself time to grow into your features, because as women especially, your boobs, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ass, it takes time. What you're trying to get artificially right now, paying to get, altering here and there, could come to you easily in a year or two. But at that point, because you were not patient, you have altered your natural features, you would look very different at that point. There are a lot of people that have come out on these apps, people that have gotten surgery like early 20s, and now they're in their 30s. They've come out and said, oh, I wish I waited. You don't know what your body will look like in a year or two. Give yourself time to grow into your natural features. Give your body time to actually mature. And when you get to that point at 30 and you think you want to get something done, I am not against it. But give yourself time. Let God manifest. Let His work completely take shape in your life first, and then if you want to touch something up, you can do that. People don't give themselves that opportunity to get to the maintenance stage. They just want to start altering, which honestly I don't necessarily blame them, because like we've talked about, society plays a huge role. Beauty standards changes every day. Pretty privilege, all of these things is the reason why, you know, youngins indulge in all these adult activities, right? I understand that, but you need to hear my voice when I say wait. Now, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys got a thing or two from this video. Let me know your thoughts about this topic in the comment section below. Follow me on my socials. They are linked in the description box below. My Instagram, my TikTok. I highly recommend that you guys follow me on there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Those of you that are listening in your car, at your job, you at home, I don't care where you at. Turn this up right now, because we're about to go in. Hey, step